As a coach, I have the opportunity to help people say yes to themselves and to their dreams. And there's always a part in that conversation when we ask the question, how much? How much? How much is it going to cost? What does that look like? It's such an interesting conversation because we haven't been trained necessarily to invest in ourselves. We understand that when we look at elite athletes, Olympians, people who are in professional sports. They have coaches, they have mentors, they have support around them to really help them get to their full potential. Something happens for us when we graduate from high school or college, and it's very normal to think, oh, I'm supposed to have all the answers now. I'm an adult now. And we haven't been trained to invest in ourselves. I remember when I was first certified as a coach and I was starting this entrepreneurial journey and I was ready to go. And there was an invitation made to stay inside that structure of support as a new business owner so that I wasn't going at it alone. And I remember when I heard that investment and I was sick to my stomach. I felt like I had just invested everything I could into starting this business. I didn't know how I was going to do that. But coming from the business background, coming from many years of mentoring entrepreneurs and what would happen in their lives and in their businesses as they had that mentorship, as they had that structure of support, it would skyrocket their success. It would cut down the learning curve to such a degree. They were much further ahead than most people would be without that support. So as a new entrepreneur myself, I knew that there had to be a way because I wanted some results and I wanted them fast. So I found a way to find the money to invest in myself, and I am so grateful that I did that, despite the fear, despite not knowing how. So what about you? What about your dreams? How long has it been where you've maybe had the discontent in your life? You've had the desire to get the book published, to take your business to the next level, to start that business. How long have you had that desire? And do you feel like you're just spinning your wheels? I have a client that I work with that she was interested in coaching. She would say she courted me for almost 2 years before she finally said yes. She felt like, I don't have the money, I don't have the time, I can do this by myself. Until one day she said, yes, I need the support. And together we came up with the goals and where she would want to be. And she had a 3-year plan. Here's what I would love in my revenue, in my business in the next 3 years. And inside that structure, inside that support, she got there in 3 months. When we have that structure of support, when we say yes to ourselves and our dreams, it accelerates our results. And if you think about your time is your most precious resource. And 6 months is going to go by, a year is going to go by. Imagine where you could be with a coach, with a mentor, with that cheerleader, with somebody that can really support you in achieving your dreams. I am so passionate about the power of coaching and the power of mentors. That's why I continue to invest in my own coaches, my own support system. And it doesn't have to be me, but the important thing is that you find somebody that can help you really live into your full potential. If you would love to have that conversation about what working with me as your coach, as your mentor would look like, I would love to support you in that. My contact information is below. Reach out, let's have a conversation. I am passionate about you living a life you love. Here is to your success.